Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to another live. We are getting ready together today because, oh my goodness, these stupid lights keep turning off. Hold on. Oh, I see why. That kept hitting. There we go. Okay, so we're up early. We have celebrating Mother's Day with my siblings and stuff today because they are going out of town for Mother's Day. A few of them have tickets to a banana baseball game. Don't ask me. I have no clue what they mean when they say banana baseball, but apparently it's a thing. Because people know what I'm talking about when I talk about it, so. Anywho, hazy. Anywho, pussy coo. So, we're getting ready for that. Do have to stop by the store because we're doing steaks and potatoes. Everybody brings their own steak and potato. And then I'm also bringing sides for baked potatoes or toppings. So, we're doing that. And then also need to stop and get my nephew a gift card because we're also celebrating his birthday as well. And I also, Mom, if you're watching this, click out, do not listen to this part. But I got my mom one of those Cindy cakes, and I'm so excited. The kids are going to freak out when they see it. I got the flower bomb and butterfly effect. If you all don't know what I'm talking about, basically, you can have a cake delivered to someone, and when they open the box, stuff can come out. Like, it could be bubbles, it could be, they even have a Harry Potter one where you get your acceptance letter and a bunch of letters like fling out. But the one I got from my mom, flowers are going to pour out and butterflies are going to fly. And also, I added photos, so you can add 4 photos to it that will fling out as well when the box is open. So, super duper excited for that. I wanted to do something different, and I was watching Our Tribe of Many earlier this month, and I seen she had a sponsorship from them, going in with the Refi primer first. I seen that she had a sponsorship with them, and she had a coupon code, and I was like, you know what? I'm gonna do that. Hi, Bree. I'm gonna send that to Mom for Mother's Day, so I'm so excited. She got it on Thursday, and I was like, make sure you put it in the freezer. She got the box, and she said, yeah, I put it in the freezer, and I'm going to take it out the day of and thaw it out. Okay, you're out of here. Disgusting. Guys, can we please just... not be weird? Hello, Allie. Hola, Javier. Anyway, I'm super excited for Mom to see it. The kids are going to freak out when the flowers pop out and the butterflies fly when I open the box. And it's not that expensive. I mean, I did do some add-ons. This is the Nimya Where It All Starts cream, by the way. I did do a few add-ons. So, I added the 4 photos, and I wanted the butterflies to fly and the flowers to pop out. So I think I paid extra for that, but maybe not. Maybe that was the same, like in the same group. I can't remember. All I know is with shipping and everything, it was $97, which I don't think is that bad. Plus they get a cake. It's a very small cake, but a cake. Where are you from? I'm from East Tennessee. Thank you, Allie. Oh, sister, you are so beautiful. You don't even need to wear makeup. You are wonderful. I am Turkish. I don't know Hindi, but you are so cute. I do not know Hindi either, and I love makeup. It's just a hobby of mine, and it's also my job, so I just love makeup. Hi there. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Caramel. I hope I'm saying that correctly. I'm from East Tennessee, guys, so y'all gotta, yous gotta forgive me, okay? If I mispronounce it, I don't mean nothing by it. Okay, so now that I'm primed, I'm gonna go ahead and start on my brows. And I have used, I've heard of a salad. Ross, my love. Who hurts you, babe? I just want to know. Who hurts you? You know, to come into another adult's live, which I'm assuming you're an adult as well, and ask if I've ever heard of a salad, which of course I have. Like, honestly, it just makes me hope that you're okay. That's all. He could be 5, in which case, don't be in my live. This is very clearly marked, not for children. My weight hurts you. So okay, so let me get this straight. My weight, honestly, like, no, let him talk. Guys, honestly, when people come into my lives like this, it's okay. It's okay. It doesn't hurt my feelings, you guys. It really doesn't, because there is honestly something going on in this person's life. For them to come into another person's life and say something like that, it's them. It doesn't have anything to do with me. I haven't done anything to this person. I don't know this person. They don't know me. They have no clue what's going on in my life. They have no clue what's happened the last year of my life. They have no idea. If they did, I would imagine they'd probably feel very shitty. But that's okay. But the fact that you say that my weight, someone you've never met me. You do not know me. And you say that hurts you. Okay. Anyways, moving back on to the makeup, because that is what I'm here for. I'm not here for that stuff. I'm going to go in with the Anastasia Beverly Hills. This is the Dip Brow Pomade. And we're going to do some eyebrows. I'm not going to do too much today, just because we'll be with the kids and they will want to be outside and doing things, and also cooking, grilling out, which Ross will be happy I'm having a salad today, so he'll be so happy. Oh my goodness. Exactly. That's, guys, listen, like I said, these people go from live to live and say hurtful things. It's just, and you've got to think, like, have you yourself ever put energy like that into something? Like, have you ever, okay, I'll text her when I'm done. Because I can say I've never went from live to live and just talked to people like shit, like, ever. So that then shows me there's something going on, you know what I mean? Like, by the way, did anybody watch Love Island last year? Was there anyone under a rock last year that didn't watch Love Island? We'll start there. And is there anyone, did you all watch Temptation Island? So, Leah and Miguel went on live yesterday. And the funniest tidbit of information come out. I was under a rock. You didn't watch Love Island. Okay. So good. If you have Peacock, run. Don't walk and watch it. Okay. You need to watch the last season. It was so good. Anyways, it was so good and so viewed that Peacock is giving last year's season their own spinoff. That's how good it was. Never been done before. This will be the first Love Island that has its spinoff. It's Love Island USA, by the way. Love Island has a bunch of different, there's Love Island UK, Love Island South Africa, Love Island Australia. Like, there's all kinds of them. Which I've always loved Love Island UK. That's like the OG one. That was the first one that came out. And so good. Just so good. But last year, I mean, people were just raving about the cast. And I was like, okay, I'll watch it. Shit. So good. So incredibly good. So many good one-liners. Leah and Miguel, fantastic. I mean, just such a good freaking cast. Well, Leah and Miguel, of course, are still together. And they went on live last night and was talking about Grant from Temptation Island, who is a piece of dog trash shit, okay? If you watch Temptation Island, like oh my God. Don't even get me started on that motherfucker. Anyways, he slid into Leah's DMs. Like, this man literally has, or I should say boy, has no couth. Like, he is straight up just vile. Alright, I'm going to go in with the MAC Paint Pot in Painterly. And I'm just going to primarily put this on the lids and underneath the eye. Just so that we can get like a good base for shadows to pop on. I'm not going to put this up above the brow because I will go in with something else on the eyebrow. Under the eyebrow to shape my brows a little bit. I do still shape my brows. I feel like it just looks a lot better when they are shaped. Hi, kitty. What you doing, baby girl? So I'll just blend this out. Make sure it's not creased or anything, because if your eye base is creased, your eyeshadow will be creased. I talk about this all of the time, but what makes you feel cakey is the liquids in underneath, not the powders. Alright. I'm going to go in with just some Kiko concealer, just nothing crazy, just to cut this brow here. Me and John also watched a new show last night on Netflix. It's kind of giving like Temptation Island vibes, but you do get to see your spouse or your significant other, or ex rather in this case, throughout it. It's called Cheat. What was the last portion of it? Like Unfinished Business, Cheat, Unfinished Business. It's based out of the UK, and everybody on the show had just the most gorgeous accent. And oh my God, was it so good. I watched it start to finish. Now keep in mind, I think there was only like 9 episodes. So it's not a very long like show, but I did love how everything's already uploaded. You don't have to wait on any episodes. They're all up there, even the reunion. It was so good. So, so good. So if you haven't watched Cheat on Netflix, that's another one. As well as Temptation Island. And, of course, Love Island. Which Love Island's next season, I think, comes out in July. I think that's when Love Island USA comes out every year. Again, I was more of a Love Island UK fan before this past year. So, I'm pretty sure it's July, though. But I'm so stinking excited for whatever this spin-off is that they're going to have with the cast from last year. Because everybody, I think the reason Peacock is doing it is because they were afraid people weren't going to come back and watch Love Island USA as much as they did last year. Because most people watch like Love Island UK. So I think they were really worried about that. So I think that's why they're doing the spinoff, which good thing, because everybody was wanting like an update from the cast, like who all's still together, which it seems like everyone who was together at the reunion is still together. Although I don't really keep up with Janae and Kenny as much. Like, I don't see as much of them. I know that they still kind of post together, but I haven't seen much. I know Serena and Cordell are still together, and of course we know that Leah and Miguel are still together. But also, I'm curious to know if Kayla and Rob hooked up, because I don't know. I'm getting they hooked up vibes. Like when they are in videos and stuff together, they give off very much we fucked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm curious and curiouser if that happened, because I, honest to God, I think it happened. I really do. I'm going in with the Jacqueline 2 palette, guys, and I'm just, if you've watched any of my tutorials, if you go to the one from Thursday, I'm using the same combo that I did that day. This is just like my everyday eyeshadow routine. I'm going to blend it up in front of the brow so it goes ahead and starts to shape my face the way I like it to. But I first go in with the top 3 shades in the Jacqueline Volume 2 palette. Love Handles, Comfort Zone, and Perfectionist. And I put all of those a little bit above the crease. And blend those out. Also, Trisha Paytas' gender reveal is this Sunday at her live show. What do you guys think? What do you guys think it is? I'm hoping she has a boy. I'm hoping she gets her boy, because I know I've watched her for, God, 15 years, and I know she's always wanted a boy. So I really hope that she gets her baby boy. But she may just be a girl mom. They do usually say, I think it's like 80-something% of people, if they have 2 girls first, they then have a boy finally. But that's not always, because I be seeing those TikToks of families who were trying for a boy, and these motherfuckers have these women pop out 7 kids before they have their boy, their prized boy. Like, what the hell? Also, did you all see that Megan, I did a video on her. I can't remember her last name. I've got it written down over there. I think it's, hold on. It's going to bother me. Megan Gallagher. Megan Galler. You all haven't seen that fucking live stream. First, I'm going to say, trigger warning now. Because the way that she treats that child in a live stream, if you didn't see it, this is about to be a spoiler alert. So, if you want to go watch it yourself, maybe click out of the live while I talk about it a minute. But this woman goes on live, and it's her children, and her husband. They're kind of like all over the place. They're all getting ready to go to like a monster jam, which if you're not from the US or you don't have them in your country, it's like big monster trucks. It's very America, I know. Anyway, they're getting ready to go, and the little girl is wanting this thing of lip glosses opened, and the mom is literally screaming at her. I mean, calling her a motherfucker. Like, guys, it's someone in the chat, because of the way she's talking to the little girl, asked if that's her biological child, and she literally verbatim says, unfortunately, yes. Then she continues with the little girl and decides on live to brush her hair in the bathroom, where she yanks her head, continues to say, I'm going to yank you bald-headed. I mean, just screaming and yelling and cussing at her. And her son comes in there to show his outfit, and she's like, oh, look at my precious angel baby boy. I did a video on it because the thing about it is, she's, you know, now come on and made an apology video, and of course said I have trauma, and what you didn't see was after that live video, I then went and apologized to my daughter, and she accepted my apology. Number one, your daughter looks all of 5 to 6 years old. Number two, you said multiple times in that live, because people were calling you out on the way you were behaving, that this is how you act on and off camera all the time. So I'm confused. Is this a one-off thing where you, like you said, you were triggered in the live, and so you behaved that way, or what? Because it's giving you're lying, because she literally said multiple times in the live, like, this is the Nimya palette, by the way, that I'm about to go into with the Shade Disco Stick. You said multiple times in the live, this is how you treat your child all the time. I mean, CPS is now involved. Her husband has children with his ex-wife, and even her family has come out and said, this is who she is. She's an evil person. However, the courts decided that she would be fit to be around my grandchildren, like the grandmother, like, came out on social media and said, the judge believed your lies, and now the whole internet gets to see who you truly are. Deactivated all of her social media. It's all gone, from what I understand, unless it's been put back up. And the girl had like 100 and I think close to 130,000 followers, maybe more. And in my video, I said, like, people are doing the most on live, and it would be, I can't even say that. No, I don't, because I don't agree with that. Get off of live. Like, if you are on live and there's distress going on, get off of live, because then you can't come on later and apologize and say, oh, this was a one-off thing because I have trauma. Because in your live, you repeatedly said that this is how you treat your daughter. Like, you say it multiple times. You call your daughter bipolar. You say all of these things in that live. So it can't be both. It can't be both. You know, it's just like, she didn't think that people were going, which I don't know how in the hell she didn't think people were going to clip that video and post it all over God's green nation. I have no clue what she was thinking there. Couldn't tell you, because no, you can't. Oh my gosh, guys. I just cannot with people. I cannot. Cannot. Like, it's just crazy. But yeah, if you all do go look up the clips, because they are all over TikTok. I'm sure they're all over Facebook as well and YouTube at this point. Just trigger warning, because she was really, really nasty to that young girl. And she was right. She give no fucks in that live for sure. She said that in the live multiple times. I don't give no fucks. This is who I am. I keep it real. Blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Kept it real, all right. And, you know, the other thing that I mentioned in that TikTok was, you know, your children are a reflection of you. Like, they watch you. They're little sponges. You know what I mean? So if you're always yelling at your child, of course they're going to yell. That's how you've shown them to communicate, and that's also how you've shown them to get attention. Whether it be good or bad attention, children just want attention. It was just really sad to watch. Really, really sad. And I just really hope that little girl knows that there's a whole big wide world out there, and that behavior is not okay, and that she's done nothing wrong. She's a child. You did nothing wrong. Okay, what did I just do with that brush? There it is. No, you cannot come over here because we have to leave soon. Oh, goodness. Alright, I think we're going to call this good on the eyeshadow. I'm just going to put a little bit more of the shimmer right on the center of the lid. Where the light is going to hit. Okay. Bada bing, bada boom. And I will be doing no lower under a lower lash line or lower lash mascara because it is spring, and in East Tennessee everything is growing and the pollen is crazy and my eyes water too much. There's quite literally no point. Alright, let's do some foundation. I'm going to do, where is it? There it is. I'm going to do a little mixture, but I'm going to mix it on my face. I'm going to do the Hourglass Vanish Stick Foundation first. I think this is my 6th or 7th repurchase of this foundation. I absolutely love it. And because my skin tone is literally pink, I do a little combo of different undertones. On my skin just to get one even skin tone. Normally I would color correct. I'm not doing that today. I'm going to go in with the Giorgio Armani. And this is Light 130. So it's just a really good peachy pink undertone. And then just a couple of pumps of Laura Mercier. This is the Weightless Perfecting Foundation in the shade Camel. So it's got more of like that olivey undertone, which is kind of like, got a little bit of green in it. So it's really good at concealing red and pink. And I'm going to first blend this out with a brush. This brush here I absolutely love. I use it every single day. And it was in that brush set that I got off of the TikTok shop. Guys, it's like $8 to $10 for this brush set. It comes with like 20 brushes that really remind me of like MAC brushes. They are such good quality. Like, look at how that blends out like an actual dream. I love it. But it comes with a bunch more brushes. It does have a couple of repeats, you know, like when you buy those more affordable brush sets, you get like a couple of repeats. There are repeats in this brush set, but they're good repeats. It's like a good concealer brush is repeated, and then a good blender is repeated, which I do not mind at all. I hate when they repeat like pencil brushes or liner brushes. You know what I'm saying? Like brushes that we don't really use. Like, but literally one. Like a blending brush, you can use a couple of blending brushes when doing an eyeshadow look. And then with concealer brushes, I mean, they get dirty so quickly because you're using liquid makeup with them, so. And I love this combo together. It just gives the skin just such a beautiful finish. I absolutely love it. I'm taking it up behind my ear as well. And now I'm going to take whatever's left on the butt of this sponge. I'm not promoting this sponge because it was a gift to me, so I have used it, but I have a new one coming in the mail. It's taking forever to get here, though. I will say that. I did order one, and I hated it. I gave it a, I mean, it gets a little bit bigger than this, but no. And on the side, it looked like it was way bigger. It's the LYS Beauty Sponge, and I do not like it. So I am just ordering my tried and true Eco Tools marbled one. That's the one that I've used for years and I love. I just ordered another one of that because we are not supporting this person. I use the sponge because the person who bought it for me has no clue about James Charles and how horrible he is. And now with all this stuff with Kayla and him literally housing a man who beat her, and not only that, sleeping with him and giving him tips on what to do in order to get out of jail, and allegedly, all of this is alleged because I don't want to get sued, but bailing him out apparently, I don't know, a whole bunch of effed up shit. So yeah, I do not support painted at all over here on this channel. So all right, let's contour, shall we? I am obsessed with this. This is my second repurchase of this. This is the LYS Bronzer Stick in the shade Harmony. And I love it. I'm much more of a bronzer girly than a contour girly. I just don't love the way that cool tone contour looks on me, like, at all. I feel like, and I think it's because my skin tone is literally pink. I think that's why I don't love it so much. I do have a bunch of clients that love cool tone contour, and it looks great on them, but I don't know if it's because where I'm quite literally pink, and that's why it looks crazy on me, or what, but I feel like I literally look deceased when I use cool tone contour. So I prefer warm tone, and I love a good creamy product. And guys, this is so creamy. And also, if you are still trying to learn how to warm the face up in bronzer areas, and you're wanting to, like, you're beginning, this is a really easy, like, user friendly product. It blends so easily. It's under $20. I ordered it off of the LYS website this time because I wanted to try a couple other products, including that sponge. I don't recommend that sponge, guys. Like I showed a minute ago, it doesn't get much larger than this, and it just, you can see, it just sucks the product. It's not, no bueno. However, the Bronzer stick, as well as this pressed powder, it is so beautiful. Oh my gosh, you pores literally no more with this girl. I love her. And I also love their glosses. These glosses are really, really good. I love them. Love. This one's in the shade Chocolate Hazelnut, and I wore it the other day, and it's so beautiful. So, so beautiful. So, anywhoosie, we're just going to go ahead and blend this out. Now, the brush that I'm using here is a dome brush, so it all comes to a point. And also, it is by Laura Lee Los Angeles. I know she announced that she was getting rid of her brand, and all of her products were going to be like 70 to 75% off. I don't know if her brush set is still available, but if it is, you guys need to run and get it, because I use every one of her brushes from that set every day. They are some of my favorite brushes, and such good quality, like very good quality brushes. So if you're wanting to try a really good brush set, go and check on LauraLeeLosAngeles.com, see if she still has any in stock, because it's definitely worth it for sure. I love them. And if you follow me on TikTok, you guys know I'm doing my little double chin hack here, which is what I'm known for here in Tennessee for my clients that I do. You see the difference? Oh, so good. All right, let's blend out this. Did I not put contour on my lips? What? We're gonna need just a little bit there, honey. Just a little bit of help. All right, now this brush is another brush that I'm going to recommend to you all. I have two of them. It's by Sonia Kashuk, so you have to get it at Target. She's sold exclusively at Target. And it's just a flat, it doesn't have a number or anything on it. It's just an angled, flat, very thick, like dense brush. And it is perfect for nose and lip contour. I have two. I have one for my wet product and one for my dry product. It blends it into the skin so perfectly. It almost like just melts it into the skin. I love this brush. I do repurchase it like every couple of years. Because even after cleaning, especially with the liquid one, the product just gets so in there because it's a very dense brush. It's hard to clean all of it out, even though I clean my brushes weekly. It's still, yeah. So this is one brush that I do repurchase about every other year, I would say. I get a new one. I'm gonna blend this out, and I know this is gonna look crazy now, but just trust the process. And I only, with my lip contour, I only do where my overline for my lip liner is gonna be. Okay, now let's do blush, and let's see, what blush do I want to use today? Ooh, I know which one I want to use. Where is it? Here she is. I'm going to use the Cheat Heat today. I love, 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 love this Cheat Heat one. It's by Maybelline. I love it. I just wish they would come out with a new component. It would be really great if they could come out with like, kind of like a concealer, like the way everybody else is doing liquid blushes. I think it would be a lot better, because this little squeezy tube is just not the vibe. So it's kind of annoying, the component, but I'm hoping that they'll change that because I really, really do like the blush. Really, really do. And I love this shade, which I didn't tell you guys. This shade of it is Fuchsia Spark, number 25. Also, do not recommend this setting spray at all, but I ordered my setting spray as well, and it's not gotten here either, so still waiting on it. The one that I do love is by LA Girl. You can get it at Ulta. It's between $5 and $8, and it literally smells and acts just like MAC Fix Plus, but for literally like $25 cheaper. So all right, let's blend out this blush. I'm going to use this old Tom Ford brush. This brush was also a gift. I got a set of like, I think it was a set of like 3 or 4 brushes from Tom Ford. And I love this dual fiber brush. Dual fiber is the best to do liquid blush with, by the way. It's just a little bit softer of a hair, so it really blends out liquid blush really beautifully, kind of like a paintbrush. I love the shade of that Fuchsia Spark. I think it's so pretty. Blend out our little nosy, posy, lippy, and the chin. Okay, so now we are ready for concealer. And I am going to use today this one and this one. So I'm going to go in first with the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear All Over Concealer. This is in the shade 090. I love the doe foot on this one. It's a nice, good doe foot. Primarily going to focus this right on that inner corner up to the nose. I need to go get John up because it is going on 10:15 and we need to be out the door in an hour and what, 45 minutes, something like that. I'm actually going to go ahead and go wake him up right now. Let me just finish my concealer really quick. That way it can be setting. There's that hair. Goodness gravy. Oh, that's been tickling my face all over this whole time. And my all-time favorite concealer, the Huda Beauty Faux Filter. Ah, love, love, love. This is in Royal Icing, I believe. Yes. So brightening. So beautiful. So full coverage. Love her. Love, love. Love, love. Love, 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 love her. Okay. I'm going to spray my face, let this set, and I'm going to go wake him up really quick. I'll be right back. So if you want to go grab a drink or a snack, now would be the time. Need to have him make some coffee too, because I still have not had coffee, and it's 10:15 almost. Good morning. Oh my goodness. All right, let's blend this out. Oh, so beautiful. Maddie Cat. Maddie. Okay. And now before I set it, I'm going to go back in with my contour brush. I'm not adding anything to the brush, just whatever is left on it. Just going back in and making sure everything's blended really well before I set my face. Maddie, my love. Don't be a mean lady. You're still being mean. I hear you being mean. All right. Blush brush. Again, not adding any extra blush to the brush. Just coming back in with whatever's left on the brush itself before I set my face. All right. Another hair. My cats love my vanity, which this isn't really a vanity. It's more of a filming setup. So I have like a little mirror in front of me and then a bunch of lighting. But they love to sit right here, and especially after I do my makeup, because the seat's good and warm. And babe, they wreak havoc. They don't really wreak havoc. That's not fair to say. Their hair is everywhere. All right, Laura Mercier. This is in the shade Rose. I wore this the other day to work, and it was just so beautiful. Just so beautiful. I'm going to use my little Beauty Blender powder poof. I love these things. Set this whole mug because, again, kiddos are going to be there. We're going to be going in and outside. There's going to be grilling. There's going to be the whole nine. So this needs to last till Lord only knows what time. We're supposed to be there at 1. So means we'll probably be eating around 1:30 to 2. But kind of in the mood to stop by the fireworks store. They're all over the place where I live and also where my mom lives. She lives about 35 minutes away from me, and they're everywhere because we both live on the lake, by the lake, very close to the lake. So they're everywhere. I don't know, I'm kind of in the mood for it. However, I don't know that we'll be there that long, and I also don't know what other plans everyone has for the day, or if this is the only plan everyone has. Okay, now that we are set, I'm going to go ahead and set my bronzer. I've shared this dupe with you guys a couple of times now, but if you love this powder, this is the Charlotte Tilbury Airbrush Bronzer. If you love this, I have the absolute dupe for dupe. This is by Essence Beauty, and it's the Sun Club Luminous Bronzing Powder. This one here is medium in the shade Sun Kissed in California. You guys, it's a huge pan, just like the Charlotte Tilbury one. The Charlotte Tilbury one is like 50 bucks with tax. This was $8, and it is so beautiful. I'm going to use my all-time favorite brush for Bronzer, and this is the Morphe M143 brush. They do still sell this brush, but I do think, I don't know if it's M143 anymore. I think they changed the numbers on it, but you'll see it, you'll know. It's just a larger, thicker fan brush, and it just is perfect. It just hugs those bronzered areas so easily. Again, another very beginner friendly product. This would be a really good idea for someone who is just now getting into it, or even if you're like me and you do makeup for a living. It's, guys, it's such a good brush. I love it. So if you're looking for a good one, look no further. I can't remember how much it was the last time I bought it. I bought it again a couple years ago. I can't remember how much it was at the time. It couldn't have been any more than like $10 to $15, something like that, I want to say. Okay, and now I'm going to set my nose contour, and again, like I said, I have two of these brushes, one for dry and one for wet. This is for my dry products. Again, it is by Sonia Kashuk, which you can get at Target, and they have sold this brush forever. So I do go in pretty harsh with it, and I'll let it sit. I'm going to let that set for just a moment. And then I'm going to go ahead and go in with my blush. And for blush today, let's do some Patrick Ta. I just picked a random shade, so whatever we get is what we get. I got She's Adorable. This is one of the older ones. It's okay. All right. It's another Laura Lee Los Angeles brush. This one is the L14. Oh, she's pretty. She's kind of like a, oh, she's a pretty peach. Okay. Love that. Thank you, Carissa. Oh, I love this shade. I just bought a bunch of these, and thank you. All I see on your name is R, so I'm just going to call you R. And then I'm actually going to go right over my nose, even with that contour kind of still harsh. We're just going to go ahead and blend that, and you see how it kind of already is looking just a little bit more blended in. That's what we want. So make sure we got enough blush up here on the temples. I'm actually going to set this to the side. I'm going to take my little kitten paw powder brush. My name is Rima from Saudi Arabia. Wow, welcome to the live. I'm from East Tennessee, for anyone new to the live here. And we are celebrating Mother's Day today because most of my siblings are going to be going out of town to a banana baseball game. Apparently, it's a pretty famous baseball team that gets in banana suits. I don't know. I'm late to the party. I had no clue about the banana baseball people, but they're going on Mother's Day weekend, so we're celebrating today. And we're also celebrating one of my nephew's birthdays. So I do also have to stop somewhere along the way to my mom's and grab, number one, our steak. So we all are bringing our own steak, our own baked potato. And I also need to grab I don't have to do a Mother's Day card because I had, if my mom is watching this, please exit out. But I bought her a Syndicate, if anybody's heard of it. And it comes with like a little personalized cake. I got her the strawberry shortcake, and then it has, like, when you open the box, you can have all kinds of different things happen. But what I got was the flower bomb and the butterflies. So when she opens the box, flowers are going to pour out and shoot out, and butterflies are going to fly. And then also what will happen is 4 photos will pop out. I have a photo of all of us. I have a photo of the grandkids. I have a photo of her and her husband. And then I also have another photo. I can't remember what. Oh, the other one just says Happy Mother's Day. That's right. And it also includes a card. So I don't have to do that because I've already got all that. She's going to open it up today. I had it delivered. And it actually got there early. I wanted it to be delivered yesterday because they don't deliver on weekends. So I wanted it to be delivered yesterday because obviously it's got to be kept in the freezer. And it got there Thursday. So I told her, I said, make sure you pull it out early because I don't want it. I don't know if it's going to mess up like the contraption itself. You know what I mean? You wish you had my makeup skills. They're easy to come by, guys. I do these lives all of the time. I walk through them super slow with you guys. We've been on live now for almost an hour. I walk through step by step at a really easy pace through really good products. A lot of them are under-hype products, so a lot of people haven't heard of. And let me tell you, I have taught a ton of people to do makeup over live. So make sure you have your notifications turned on. That way when I go live, you guys are here and you guys can watch. Now today, I'm not going to be doing any lower lash line eyeshadow, nor am I going to be doing mascara because, again, I live in East Tennessee. If you're unfamiliar with East Tennessee, we're in the Smoky Mountains. There are trees everywhere. It is pollen and allergy season here right now. And my eyes just water way too much. It would be a cotton picking mess, especially today, being that we're going to be with kids. We're going to be in and out, grilling and all that. No, I would be miserable, you guys. So, no thanks. What I am going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put some pressed powder underneath my eyes for a little bit of brightening. This is the LYS, what is this called? Triple Fix powder in the shade Resilience, which is just their translucent. This is vegan, cruelty-free, PETA approved, all of the things. So, but it's really beautiful for a powder that doesn't have talc. As a lot of you guys know, most of these companies are taking talc out of their powder, which is, I hate it. I want talc in my powder. I'm so sorry. I want talc in my powder because that's what gives you that airbrushed, flawless look. And so far, the only one that still keeps talc in their powder is Laura Mercier, which is why, and Huda Beauty as well. They still do. But like one of my favorite powders, the Givenchy Prism Libre, they redid the formula and took the talc out, and it now sucks. I literally gave mine away because it is so bad. It actually makes your pores look larger than they actually are. Like it's that bad. Which thankfully I always test product on myself before a client, which luckily I even knew that Givenchy did redo their formula because I would have just used it on her and it was for her wedding. I would have been so pissed at myself because I would have had to take everything off and redo it. It made my pores look ginormous. So, any hoozy hazy, I went ahead and set my face with that brightening powder, and I'm going to go ahead and spray my face. Again, I do not love this setting spray. The one I do love is by LA Girl. You can get it at Ulta, but it's not come in yet. So I'm finishing up this e.l.f. one just so I can get it off of my vanity, but I don't love it. It doesn't do anything. I see no difference in my makeup with it. It doesn't set it really well either. As a matter of fact, I find that my makeup lifts sooner with this e.l.f. Power Grip Setting Spray, but I just set my face extra good, and I do have to spray multiple times throughout my makeup, which you guys have probably seen. All right, I'm going to go ahead and wipe these lips off because they're grossing me out. And I just can't deal. And yeah, we're going to go ahead and go in with a little bit more blush now that I have set my under eye. And we're using the shade again, She's Adorable by Patrick Ta. And I love, love, love this shade. I haven't used it probably in ages. This one was in the very, very back. Or not the back, the very front of my line of Patrick Ta blushes. But I love it. I think it's so pretty. Okay. Now I'm going to keep this out because this, the powder puff and my pressed powder will go in my purse. So we are now ready to do highlight. And I'm going to let that dry down a little bit. And for highlight, I'm going to be using my favorite, the MAC Soft and Gentle. I've used this forever, and it's just the most beautiful highlight ever. No other compares. It really doesn't. All right. This is a little Morphe brush that I use. It's a good packed, thick brush. Pretty, pretty, pretty. Okay. And spray her face yet again. Let that set for just a moment. I'm going to go ahead and grab my mascara and my lip liner that I'm going to use today. I did this lip combo the other day, and I really love it. I love these lip liners that I'm going to tell you guys about. However, the only place I've been able to find them is a Family Dollar. So if you don't have a Family Dollar near you, unfortunately, I don't know that you're going to find these, but anywhoosie, now that that's dried down, I'm just going to take the side of my sponge and press all over my face. And that is going to pick up any extra product that needs to come up off the skin. And I'm also going to just put a little bit more pressed powder right here on this inner corner because I can already feel my eyes starting to water, and I'm just not in the mood for that today. Not in the mood. Yeah, I can already tell that that's going to be an issue today. Oh goodness, well, it is what it is, isn't it? All right, let's go ahead and, what was I about to do? Oh, inner corner. I'm going to use this old Michaela highlight. I just think it's really pretty on the inner corner. Get my little pencil brush. This is by Laura Lee Los Angeles as well. Just pop that right on the inner corner, the brow bone. Okay. Then I'm going to take a blending brush that I used for my crease. And I'm just going to hit that edge just to make sure that it's good and blended and there's no sharp edges or lines or anything, harsh lines. All right. Let me go ahead and curl my lashes. This little hair, I'm literally about to yank out of my head. Yep, you're getting yanked. Goodbye. Goodbye, old friend. Okay. All right. Mascara. This is the Benefit Fan Fest mascara. I'm just going to focus on the base of the lashes. Because I will be wearing falsies. For sure. Which I wish I knew what I did with the pair that I wore the other day. I'm wondering if they're I think I might have wore them all day, so they may be in my bathroom. Alright, lip liner. This is the LA Colors Lip Contour Duo in the shade Regal. I love this. Love, could not recommend these lip liners enough. They are so creamy. Oh, I do not love these lashes at all. I got lash extensions for a while, and my lashes have not been the same, so I wear falsies. Anytime I do my makeup, I wear falsies. I do have my own lash extension kit that I will sometimes use as well. Okay. Then I'm going to go in with the thick side. Just like that. I'll actually, and then I will take my Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk Big Lip Plumpgasm. Do you guys see how glossy? Like, I love this gloss. Not sticky at all. And this combo is just so pretty. You would never guess that this right here is $1.19. Now this, on the other hand, is $40, which is crazy, but it's the best lip gloss around. I don't care what anyone says. I love it. It does last a little bit. It's my favorite. I'm going to see if my lashes are in my bathroom, but this is pretty much the finished look. All I have to do now is just put my lashes on and then get ready, do my hair. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me today. I hope you guys have an amazing Saturday. Be kind to yourself, be kind to others, and until the next time. Bye.